We are back! And what I mean? Come on, football season! Primetime Picker is on its way! Last February, the Green Bay Packers, these guys right here, stormed into Arlington, Texas, new Cowboy Stadium, and came home with the Lombardi Trophy, the same title named after their first coach who gave them the championships, the Super Bowls. But now, September is upon us, and we have an all-new season. The lockout may have affected a lot of us. I could go into details about what the lockout is, but basically it's a money issue. So I won't go any further than that. All I know is we have ourselves the 2011-2012 season upon entering. Well, preseason's all done, and what we gotta look forward to are 17 weeks of hell. Correction, 17 weeks of mayhem, pain, and fun. We also have new rules, and for one, if you haven't been watching the preseason, kickoffs start at the 35-yard line as opposed to the previous several years where it's back at the 30. Another rule change happens to be on scores. So let's say a touchdown happens, the booth's gonna look at this and take a look. All right, let's see.
All right. Okay. He's. That looks like. Oh, we got it.
Yeah, the booth upstairs can actually page the referees, take a look at scores that could be reviewable, instead of allowing the coach's challenge to go like, hey, I disagree with the call. I'd like to challenge. To save challenges, and it does make the game a little longer, but better to be right than wrong and have everyone arguing. And as we all know, Sunday upcoming, those flags may wave at half-staff. September 11th, 10 years ago. The World Trade Center towers, the Pentagon, and a small field in Pennsylvania bared deaths of thousands due to terrorism from Al-Qaeda. But now Osama bin Laden is dead. We have no one else to fear but fear itself. Fear of the Grim Reaper as well. We all know that one of us at a time will die. But we do not need to die under acts of fear, under acts of violence. I'm just saying this as an American. I know what it was like 10 years ago. I want you all to remember who survived, who's still with you. And if you had people who were lost on 9/11, remember them well. They will want you to stand up and live. Alright, backtracking. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what the division maps are going to be.
According to my divisional map, we have the NFC's North taking on the South and the West taking on the East, while in the AFC, North battles West and East takes South. But interconference-wise, both AFC and NFC's South and East will compete against each other. The NFC North will take on the AFC West, and vice versa. AFC
So now
North,
we all know
NFC West.
who's going where, which division is taking on which interconference division, and so and so. Now I want to take a look at who I have projected as winners in each division. You might find some of them surprising, but I'm telling you, this is what I pick, this is what you might expect. But then again, I'm never right. Not always, but who saw the Seahawks actually going 7-9 last year and actually defeating the world champions Saints. I mean, they don't have to face the Packers. But anyway, here's what I have for winning each division. And my wild card.
My divisional winners go like this. Packers win the North, Rams the West, Eagles the East, Falcons the South, and the Giants and Buccaneers are the wild cards in the NFC conference. Over in the AFC, you have in the North the Ravens, the East the Jets, West the Chargers, and South the Texans. That would be my surprise right there, the Texans. The Patriots and the host team, the Colts, will be my wildcard picks. But we'll see how the season rolls out.
Okay, now before I go too far, as usual, I have my come on mans. So let's first start off with last year. Okay, my come on man for last year, you might find it surprising, but it's going to go to the New York Giants in the Miracle of the Meadowlands Part 2. Why that team? Now, I could harp them for the Deshaun Jackson kickoff return for a touchdown. No. Besides that, how about the last 8 minutes of the game when they were up by 21? They allow score, allowed an onside kick to be recovered. Like, all right, here we go. What? And then lose the game on that onside punt return. So that is not a Matt Dodge come on man. That is an entire New York Giants. Come on, man, finish the game. My other come on man happens to go with the summer. Now, if you've been sleeping on a rock, or probably because you don't care about the NBA because it's in lockdown as well, it actually has to go back to when the Mavericks won the title. That's right, the Mavericks won 4-2 against the Miami Heat to win the NBA championship and to take home the golden basketball and hoop. However, the Miami Herald didn't see it this way. They posted a Macy's ad congratulating the Miami Heat with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, the big three, to winning the championship. What? I'm not kidding here. I wish I had the link, but it has been going on in the Sports Center's not top 10's worst of the worst, and now it's in the Hall of Fame. It's funny though. You have the Miami Heat in an ad saying that they won the title, despite the fact that they were not in contention to actually win it. Get me? I mean, Miami Herald, come on, man, get your facts straight. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for what I gotta say out here. Not much. Although, here are my picks for Week 1. That's right, I'm already starting off Week 1. It's a Monday, but Week 1.
We start the new season fresh off the bat. 0-0. Right? No wins, no losses, no ties. We're flat. We're starting over. We're fresh. We're raring to go. Anyway, we start off with the AFC North taking a battle onto the road. And it's the host team, well, not really the host team, but the Super Bowl losing team, the Steelers, going to Baltimore and facing Joe Flacco and the Ravens. Quote the Raven, "Nevermore will the Steelers rain their parade in their stadium." Joe Flacco, 2 touchdowns. Ray Lewis, 3 sacks. Ravens, 26-23. The other AFC matchup. No one circles the well, we can't really say circle the wagon just yet. The Bills are 0-0, although they did circle the wagon around the Lions last year, and therefore, why not? But Matt Castle will say, nope, you're not doing this. 3 touchdowns, 25-33. And speaking of 33, that will be the final score, 33-17, Kansas City. Over to the NFC, and let's take a moment to remember the people who were lost 10 years ago on 9/11. Our FedEx Field will have that, as the Giants and Redskins will play on with heavy hearts for the New Yorkers and DCers who were lost in that terrorist attack. But the Giants will be, well, giant, as they win 26-17 over the Redskins, who claim to be the top dog. Rex Grossman, how high are you? My upset special. And no one tours of Motor City like the Detroit Lions. As a matter of fact, I have them third in the NFC North, ahead of Minnesota. Yes, that also means ahead of Donovan McNabb, who is the quarterback for the Vikings. But what's that going to matter? Stafford. Matthew Stafford, Ndamukong Suh, they'll dominate Tampa Bay 23-21 in the new sombrero. And voted by you guys, it's the opening season. New Orleans, Green Bay, on Thursday night football on NBC. Live at Lambeau Field, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and this one, we'll say Rodgers, Matthews. Hawk! In a, close matchup, too. High scoring, 34-30. Pack is back. Lombardi, say hi to your boys.
So here are my picks once again. You're going to see them scrolling down the bottom. I have the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Giants, my 9/11 special, the Giants, my upset special, the Lions, and my primetime special, as voted by you, Packers. Alright, it's going to do it for me. Wait until next Tuesday to see next week as I do week 2's picks. But I can't get week 2 done unless you guys vote for week 2's predictions. It's interactive this year. And here are my picks. This is Beat the Rock 2002. Sign off!
This is where it gets interactive, folks. For the first time I'm going to do this interactive. And how it's going to work for week 2? Well, Dirty Bird versus the Flying Eagle over Atlanta. Michael Vick comes home to Atlanta facing the Falcons, and facing Ryan, it will be a great matchup to see. So if you're tuning in next Sunday, this is the game for you. Eagles, Falcons. And two teams who made their appearance in 1995 will face off in Charlotte. Jacksonville Jaguars, led by David Garrard, takes on the Panthers, led by their new quarterback, Cam Newton. Which one will you choose? Sunday night, Monday night? Most votes, get my prediction.